Okay, you see that the last lecture will be the 5th of June with a plenary presentation of the project. You will be working in group. The learning subject. So we will be speaking about sustainable development and design as a general framework. This will be today. Then an introduction to product lifecycle design. So this is not a course on design product with a low environmental impact, but if you, who knows about product lifecycle design, eco-design of product? Who has been studying? Not that much. Tell someone that you have a course, you follow a course in your different university on this. You see, this is the point. It's not that much thought, this issue, all around the world. This is really frustrating sometimes, you know? Designers are always, you know, the front runner, they are doing whatever. Now we have one of the biggest challenge in front of us, and where are the designer? Sorry, designer, I don't see it. Teacher, professor, researcher, disappear. But that's why I devote the last decades of my working activity to build up a network and to build up something together with the university to diffuse this, and you will learn about this later. And the student into that, and you as well, are a key important for me. Really, they have been supporting, not just because what I'm teaching, and you will see that what I'm teaching is even, I make a little parenthesis. What I'm teaching is really the results of, we are still working on a research. So I was in India a while ago for a pilot course, experimental pilot course. So with the new knowledge that we have been working on, researching, and so teaching this, but I'm taking this knowledge into the course here right now. So it's not said that everything, you know, is perfect, is fine and whatever. So somehow it's a bit experimental, but I want you to be with me. So in a sense, to know where are we going, but even to react with me and really to tell me, Carlo, this doesn't work, or I think a bit different. And this happened many times, you know, especially during this design exercise. And this is very learnative for me, okay? Even because I'm getting a little bit older and you have more fresh mind, and that's great. But let's go back to this. So a few things about this product lifecycle design, and since no one knows, well, I need to talk with some of the professor in your university. I would like you to be, if you think and if you believe that this is important, put me in touch. The Lens network is really working to diffuse and to put professors in touch with each other and students as well. Then, of course, I will go to the topic of the course, which is Sustainable Product Service System, and then to Distributed Economy, the other promising business model. And then, of course, after this, we have to speak about design. So, system design for sustainability. We say sustainability for all, meaning for even for low and middle income people and context. And then we will go to the more practical and operational dimensions, so a method and tools that we develop in the course of several years, and we have updated really since 2005. That it's a method that has been working on SPSS design, so it's not really new. We have been doing consultancies, as I will show to you after this, so company paying for that is not that new, but continuously evolving, and especially because we integrate distributed economy right now inside, there is something new on which I would like to have even your reaction. Okay, theory, sustainable development, and this will be of today. I will say something about sustainable development and system innovation, and then the evolution of sustainability within design. Kind of a short story of during the last decades or last year of how design has, you know, tackled the issue of sustainability, because it has changed a long time. Then product lifecycle design. Then when speaking about sustainable product service system, we will see what is this business model and what are the sustainable benefits, distributed economy, why they are sustainable, and why it's interesting to couple these two business models. Then, as I said, we will move to designing this. So sustainable product service system design. What does it mean to design? To come up with some, okay, there is a video that shortly present you something, but we use video for presenting concept, for example, radical concept. This is very useful even for a strategic conversation within different actors. You may understand that when we design thinking even how to integrate different actors and how to build up interaction between actors. Then we will see some example and guidelines on how to design sustainable product service system to be environmentally sustainable. The same to be socio-ethically sustainable. We will learn, but maybe you know, but the three pillars of sustainability is the environmental dimension, the socio-ethical dimension, and the economic dimension. And then what is to design SPSS in the case you are applying to distributed economy. And even for that, we will see some example and some guidelines to help. And this example and guidelines, you will see they will come back as tools, okay? Because we will use them as tools afterwards in idea table generation and something you will learn. The last part of the theory is about method and tools. So we have a method which is called MSDS. Well, not original, but it's method for system design for sustainability. And of course, some tools. Some of those tools are related to system design. I don't know who maybe you know the system map, the interaction table, storyboard, or other things, blueprinting. I don't know who has been working. No one has been working on. You do something, okay. Since not all are experienced or have been using those, maybe you don't need to follow that class when we are speaking about this, but we will introduce how to use a system map, an interaction table, and a few other system design tools or service design tools, okay, in general. But the key point is that in this course, for sure, even you have to learn how to use design tools that support the process to lead the same process towards sustainable solution. As when we are designing product, and they have to be designed with a low environmental impact, we need some support tool to do that, okay? They can help us. For the same reason, on a system level, they are helpful. If we are using those to come up with sustainable results, okay? So you will learn which are those tools, and those tools actually you are going to use during your design exercise. And the design exercise, what I will ask you to design is actually something quite close to here. So a sustainable eating system for the Bovisa campus. So how to design a system here where you're eating, okay? So you can actually look around, you experience bad and good things, but maybe you didn't realize or you don't realize how they could be much more sustainable. And how they could be much more sustainable when you apply these two business models. So maybe now you start to understand. In short, I call SPSS, Sustainable Product Service System, and DE, Distributed Economy. Okay. So of course, these two business models together should come inside when you will be designing this for the eating system in the campus here. I have to tell you something. This is not really. This is a monographic course. It's not a lab. So the time that we have to design something is not that long as you may have in Design Studio or in other courses that you are taking. So my aim together with you is not really to develop the most perfect and beautiful and feasible concept or project at the end. Maybe sometime it comes and we are very happy about that. But I want you to learn how to use in a design process certain tools and certain process to come up with that result. So let's say to be clear, some part of the design process I will make it very short. When you have to develop a concept, normal design practice, I won't give you that much time. When you are using sustainability design supporting tools, you will use the proper time to do that. Okay, but I want to do this to follow the design process so that when you are outside and if you want and you are in the situation of designing sustainable product service system, you know in which phase and in which way you can use that tool and that process. Okay, so that's why I'm making this simulation. The key point is not really to come out with a beautiful project, but to learn how to be into that process, how to use some tools. In fact, within a project that I'm coordinating right now, the one I was in India for, we will have a worldwide design competition into which we will be asking a student or young designer to design sustainable product service system applied to distributed economy. So the project that you will be doing here, you can actually decide maybe to submit to the committee to decide who is the winner and so on. Okay? Maybe you can decide that you did something and you can improve it, but it is up to you. But you have this chance, and of course I will inform you when it's the proper time.